Hi everyone, welcome to Anu's classroom. In this video, we will be continuing on our discussion about marketing, that is MMPC 6. Okay, so in the last video, we just did a quick introduction into what we have to understand about marketing, what are the various components, what are the things that we can market, what is need, want, demand, such things. So in this video, let us take our discussion about marketing management further. When we were talking about marketing in our last video, we spoke about how we have to do the SWOT analysis or pestle analysis, basically an environmental analysis before we can set up our marketing goals or strategies, our product mix and everything in order to achieve our goals, right? So what is marketing environment analysis? Okay, what is environment? Environment is the direct or indirect forces that may influence the business marketing strategy, correct? So that is influence as in how these direct or indirect forces may affect our product, the price, the place or promotion, correct? So that is marketing environment. So marketing analysis is what it is, the scanning of this environment, that is we have to pay attention to it. Now there are things in the environment which we can or cannot control, but we may be able to influence even though it is not controllable, not all but a little, right? When we were dealing with business environment, definitely we talked about the internal and external environments, correct? So that is the same business environment, but right now in marketing management we will be looking at it from the viewpoint of the marketing department. So what all were the different environments? We had the demographic environment, we have the economic environment, right? So economic environment, if it is competitive, then the competitive actions and economic conditions, all those things come into picture and they will affect the price, correct? So example you can think of as elimination of change fee of airlines and all, right? We had a lot of airlines competing in the market. We have Indigo, we have SpiceJet, all those things, correct? So once the market became quite competitive, in order to gain that competitive advantage, okay, apart from their competitors, what happened is airlines started eliminating the change fee. Or earlier, a little while back, a little few years back, if we had to change our flight, book our flight, we have already booked our flight, now we have to change the date, means Indigo and all, they used to actually charge cancellation fee and rebooking fee and all. But right now, if we try to book, I think, especially I don't think during the corona times and all, if you wanted to rebook, right, just change the date to, I guess, up to a month or so, you can, reschedule your flight without any change fees. So that was a way in which these companies actually tried to uh, circumvent the economic environmental changes. Okay, same way we have, so this was the economic environment. Same way we have socio-cultural environment. Okay, like for example, the public opinions or attributes, they might affect the place. So economic environment affects the price, socio-cultural environment would affect the place aspect. Okay, so how, maybe like we said, right, the matcha Kit Kat and all, if the socio-cultural environment, if we are not much into such things, naturally they will not distribute it over here. So that is a socio-cultural environment. Natural environment, we have technological environment. Okay, technological environment will be affecting the promotion aspect, promotion as well as product. Okay, depending upon the improvements in communication technology, we have a lot more different options to promote our products. Similarly, the technological advancements have enabled us to create much more effective products as well, correct? So technological environment will affect both production as well as promotion. Political legal environment, political legal environment, based on that, some products, they political parties, based on their ideologies, some products they may ban, some products they may, you know um, make restrictions on. So all these changing laws, these regulations, all these things, bans and all, they may affect our products. Same way they may affect our place also, correct? If cigarettes or liquors, all these things are not allowed in anywhere near school radiuses, right, where there are schools and all, so it affects the place. So all these different environments, the business environments, we have to look at how they could affect us as a business from the marketing point of view. Okay, how these changes in each of these environments, they could affect the way marketing team has to handle their challenges. That is the entire concept that is being discussed in your unit 2, that is marketing environment analysis. Also in that unit we have marketing research. Okay, marketing research or MR. That is an important concept. What is marketing research? It is a set of techniques. You can think of it as a set of techniques that are used systematically, collect, record, analyze, and interpret data in order to help decision makers who actually deal with this production or marketing, selling, and such stuff of goods or services or ideas. Okay, that is marketing research. It is related to gathering of marketing information and using it. Okay, it is used, this marketing research technique is used to determine if any change needs to be made to a product before it is released, or determine which product may succeed, discover any new ideas for possible new products or services, and such things. That is how we use marketing research. The process in which we do marketing research is, first we have to identify the problem. Okay, that is problem definition. You have to define the problem. What is our problem? Then we have to do the design of the research. How are we going to research or collect data that is required to solve this problem? That is the designing part of it. Once we design the research, we go for the actual field work. Okay, that is the actual collection. Then the collected data we analyze. That is done through the step called data analysis. Okay, and once we have finished our analysis, we will report whatever we have done, okay, whatever we have identified and implement. So this is the steps or the process of marketing research. You have to define the objective or the goal. You have to design the research. What data will we need to collect and how do we collect all those things? Design the research methodology. Collect the data. Okay, maybe we can use census or whatever, questionnaires, whatever method. We have to collect the data which we require, analyze the data, and develop an insight. That is, find a disconnect or between what is being said or what they do, where the need gap is, all those things we have to analyze and develop the insight. We have to collect the right data to analyze the right objective by asking the right questions to reach the right decision or plan. Correct? In the end, what we finally need is, from marketing research, the output that we are asking for or looking for is that we need a strategy to meet our business objectives. So while we were talking about the definition, Kotler's definition of marketing, we said that it is the art and science of, the first word was in that, it is the art and science of choosing a target market. Correct? So what is a target market? Target market. How do we find the target market? Well, for one thing, since we are all right now still on Earth, we haven't colonized into Mars so far yet as of making this video. What is our market? If we are producing some product that is meant for human consumption, ideally speaking, the entire globe, all the places, all the people on this globe, the whole world's population is our potential market. Correct? Just look at me making these videos. Anybody and everybody who is doing MBA or can understand English or wants to learn this concept of MBA, they are my market. Correct? But that being said, who am I concentrating on? I am concentrating on people who are doing their MBAs through IGNOU. Correct? How did I? That is my target audience. That is the target audience for me, for these videos, right? You guys who are doing MBA through IGNOU. My videos are mainly focusing on you guys. Correct? You guys are my target audience. How did I arrive at this target audience when actually my scope of video is actually the whole world, right? YouTube is used worldwide, correct? And these kinds of videos, especially without any restrictions, are ideally YouTube should have marketed it to the whole world, right? But why not? What is happening here? YouTube is internally actually segmenting this whole world's human population of YouTube users into various segments, especially in this case, in the example we are saying, would definitely be first segmentation they will do would be based on the country. Now, since I am planning on making videos for IGNOU students, will there be any use in promoting these videos to somebody who is in Europe or US or Africa or even the Australia for that matter? No, correct? They won't make much use of this because why? These videos are meant for IGNOU students. Where is IGNOU? It is in India. So who all will be enrolling in IGNOU? Indians, correct? So that is one sort of segmentation. Now, another thing, these videos are meant for MBA topic. In India itself, We have a lot many different MBAs. Kerala itself, you take, we have KUSAT who offers MBA. We have IITs, IIMs. We have Amrita Institute of Management Studies. We have Jain University. We have Rajagiri. Okay, abroad, I mean, so in Mumbai, we have a lot of other universities. We have Wellinger Institute of Management Studies. We have NMIMS. Correct. Lot of different places are there. We have Loyola College of Business Administration is there in Tamil Nadu. Lot many institutions are available in India who are doing MBA. But whom will YouTube suggest my videos to? Mostly those people who at least will be using IGNO as the keyword in their search, right? Or MMPC in their search. By using those keywords, what is YouTube understanding? That these guys would benefit the maximum out of my videos, correct? So again, even India, that market again YouTube will segment, and my videos will be targeted mainly to those audience who are seeing IGNO related content, correct? MBA related content, that to IGNO related content means YouTube will suggest more my videos, correct? What actually happened over here is YouTube did the work for me and it segmented the market and brought my videos to the target audience of my videos. So, what is segmentation? It is dividing the larger market into smaller groups based on shared characteristics. What is targeting? It is target is the consumer we are trying to find to direct all the marketing efforts to for purchase or use of your product. Okay, everything done is geared towards this type of customers. The focus, it is the target market or the target customers are the focus point, the focal point of all the marketing activities. The next concept related to segmentation and targeting is positioning. What is positioning? Positioning is the act of placing the brand, okay, such that it occupies a place in the minds of the customers, okay, and how they would distinguish these from the products of its competitors, and how they would feel that these are different from other brands, correct? So this positioning is a little bit different from the concept of brand awareness. Okay, brand awareness is the ability to influence the consumer perception regarding a brand or a product, okay, relative to its competitors. But positioning means to find a place. Like people who have been following my videos, definitely I hope that my videos definitely have a place in your minds, right? You might be getting a utility out of these videos, so definitely you would check out, keep an eye for these videos, correct? So that what we are doing over here is we are trying to position. Okay, I'm trying to position my videos in your mind. I'm giving you all my I think I'm giving you all my business strategies. I should stop this. Anyways, let's look at our issue at hand, that is getting you through your marketing management paper, MMPC 6. While we are at it, if you like my content, if you think that it is useful to you, to share, subscribe, comment, right? Hit the bell icon once you have hit subscribe as well, so that you don't miss a video. Okay, so let us move further into understanding market segmentation, target and positioning. Okay, what are segments? Segments, we said it is smaller groups, correct, which share common characteristics. So how all can we segment? We can segment based on the demographics. Okay, segmentation can be done on the basis of demographics, like for example income levels, the gender, ethnicity, such things are called the demographic segmentation. You can segment based on geographic segmentation, that is location, region, zip code, like that. Psychographic, what is psychographic? Psychographic segmentation is based on your interest, lifestyle, attitudes and such things. Behavioral segmentation is based on your actual behavior. Okay, so when we are trying to target or segment or position, what we are trying to do is we are trying to answer some questions like who is your target audience, where are they from, what interests them, okay, and we will design something that will fulfill their need. Okay, why I chose to create videos on IGNO's MBA? Because I wanted to share my knowledge, what I've gathered when I was doing my MBA. Okay, whatever I've gathered and whatever I feel is important in order for every aspiring business administrators to know. I wanted to share my experience and my knowledge with others. So that is why I started to think about making videos. But when I did a market research, what did I find? That there is a need in the market, especially for IGNO students who are doing correspondence MBAs, to have a proper guideline or a proper classroom kind of lectures that can easily get them through the IGNO exam, right? So that was a need which I understood. So who will be my audience? People who are taking IGNO MBA courses. Okay, where they are from? Definitely India, different parts of India. And what interests them? What interests you? uh, Good enough videos that can get you through your examinations or your assignments, right? So what do they want? That is the need. So I understood the need of these people. So what am I doing? I'm trying to create videos that I think or I hope will help you out. Correct. So that is what this whole thing about segmentation, targeting, and positioning is all about. Okay. So what you can think of is that if this is the total market, the final target audience will only be a fraction, a small fraction of your total market. And how we reach from this total market to this target market is through segmentation. So that being said, we have talked about our target audience. We need to know about the consumer behavior. What is consumer behavior? Consumer behavior, you can define it as those acts of individuals, that is consumers, that are directly involved in obtaining or using or disposing the economic goods and services, including the decision process that precede and determine these acts. So a good it would be good if you can study this consumer behavior definition. Okay. So that being said about consumer behavior's definition, why is it important that we need to know about consumer behavior? By understanding how our buyers think or feel and decide, what can we do as a business? The business can determine how best to market their products and services, correct? This helps the marketers to predict how their customers will act, which will aid in marketing the existing products and services. Like, for example, with close scrutiny on the Indian markets, how did Amazon come up with the Great Indian Festival? They did their market research. They tried to understand their customers' consumer behavior, and they found out that people were buying more from Amazon maybe during the Diwali sale and things like that. Okay, when Christmas was near, or when Diwali is there, or when in the off seasons, uh, during Independence Day, and also they understood that Indians have a tendency to look for sales and discounts to grab, and at that time they will grab more than what they need. And what happened? What is the end result of understanding this consumer behavior or customer behavior? Great Indian Festival, Freedom Sale, all these different Big Bang Days. Then what? All these things. Okay, Mintra also they come up with a lot many different sales. Okay, so all these things have happened, and they are all helping the customer business grow. Why? How? By understanding this consumer behavior. When we talk about the consumer behavior, we should understand that there is a difference between the buyer and the user. Okay, especially you can understand the stark difference between how a buyer and a user is different is especially when you look at the toy market. Okay, the baby products market. Whom do you think Byju's markets to? Byju's is producing. Okay, Byju's is very famous, right? Byju's is in the business of education, and they give classes, they give study materials and everything to students from their what you can say their first standard onwards, to people who are preparing for the UGC net or UPSC and CAT and CMAT and CA and all sorts of things they cater to. So everybody who is learning. But let us look at their products and services which they actually started launching. That is for the aiming the school kids. Who are the users of Byju's products? School kids. Who buys? Parents. Who should they market to? Students or parents? Parents. Correct? They should market, they should advertise in such a way that the parents, who are the people who actually are going to put the money in your pocket, they should feel that your product will help their kids score and maybe become doctors or engineers in the future, right? Only then they're going to give you money, right? So this is where a buyer is different from a user, and this is an important concept that you should know. Okay, so we, as a business, you should know who will buy your products and who will your actual end user be, and depending on that, you should be able to adjust your promotion mix, the product, the price, the place, and the promotion and everything, so that your products sell and you make profit. So what are some of the factors that influence this consumer behavior? We should know, you should study and go as well. That is culture, the social aspects, the social factors, personal factors, and psychological factors. All these different factors affect the consumer behavior of the buyer. So here also Maslow's hierarchy of needs come up. Okay, we have already studied it for MMPC 1 onwards, so it should be a cakewalk for you, right? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But in this subject, we'll be looking at it from a marketing perspective. That's the only difference there. So next important concept is the decision making process. What are the different levels of consumer decisions? Okay, the decisions you can say the different levels to be: first, what to buy, that is generic. Okay, generic decisions. Then which brand to choose, that is brand wise decisions. Then where to buy from, that is retail decisions. Okay, these many different levels of decisions will be there. Like for example, you need a let's say you need a computing device. Okay, maybe you want to maybe create some presentations and stuff like that for productivity. Okay, first and foremost question is, what should I buy? Should I buy a tab? Should I buy a laptop? Should I buy a a Chromebook or a notebook? Should I go for a desktop? What is it? Or should I just go for a Samsung C Fold? What is it that I need? Okay, to achieve my goals. That is the first thing, what to buy. Now, if you have decided on buying a laptop, for example, next thing is which brand laptop. Should I go for HP, Asus, Dell, or MacBook maybe? MacBook is out of reach, but still it is awesome. We'll start thinking and we start deciding. All the entire decision making process and all those things start coming up. Should I buy Apple? I have this much money, but should I invest the entire thing in Apple? If I do that, will it be good? All that rationalization stuff which we have already studied in MMPC 1, that entire decision making thing that comes into picture in understanding which brand to choose. And after once you have decided, okay, I'll go with Apple itself. Now comes, should I buy it from Vijay Sales? Should I buy it from MyG? Should I buy it from Amazon, Flipkart? There's a sale going on. Should I take a risk and order from Flipkart? There are chances that a stone might come in the packet instead of the laptop as well, right? Just kidding. Just okay. So that comes as the third decision. So these are the different levels of consumer decisions that come up. Okay, and along with these decisions, there are a lot of factors also which influence our decision making process, like how involved we are in the taking these decisions. Are we out of time crunch and we just want this we just want to satisfy this need very quickly? How involved we are, do we have enough time to go and do all this market research? Based on that, our decisions will vary. Are there any alternatives that are available? Are there many alternatives to choose from? Like in the case of laptop, we have Dell, we have Asus, we have HP, all those different things. But if our requirement is a foldable phone, unfortunately right now we only have Samsung Z Fold, then we'll go with that only, correct? So the alternative. Then time pressure. Okay, when time is actually short, the people will take whatever is available to them at that point of time, correct? If we really really need to get from say Cochin to Chennai, no matter how much the booking price is, if Tatkal is not available and if there is no other way, we might even spend that amount of money and book a domestic flight, right? Because we are in need of time. The time pressure is there. So all these different things, all these different factors will influence the decisions of a customer. Then what are the different stages in the customer's buying process? Like first we have to, what are the stages in any process we have learned so far? First and foremost, it is problem definition. Then we do the information search. Then we evaluate the alternatives. Then we make the decision. And then we evaluate what decision, we evaluate on the outcome of that decision. So that is the same thing over here also in the different stages in customer buying process. Then in your unit number 4, they have given a few customer behavior models like Howard Seth model. Then what else is there? We have the model of family decision making. Then Engel Collard Blackwell model, that is EKB model and all. At least the model of family decision is actually very easy. Okay, you can study that, and maybe the Howard Seth model or EKB model. At least these models definitely study and go. Also the organizational buying process. So this EKB model or this family decision model or Howard Seth model, they all are concentrating on how the buying process is of an individual, okay, or at most a family. but that is, you can say, personal buying process. There is a different organizational buying process. That is how organizations as or businesses tackle this buying issues. Okay, that is a different thing. It is a little bit different from the personal models. So in the organizational buying process also, it starts with the need recognition itself. Once the need is recognized, that need gets described, then product specifications will be prepared, and then supplier search will begin, and we will uh, search for all the suppliers, and we'll solicit the proposals from all those people, and then the best proposal supplier will be selected, and we give them the order routine specification. And once the order is delivered, we evaluate the performance of the supplier and decide about whether we should keep the supplier for future requirements as well, or should we go for another supplier. All those different decisions or processes come into picture when we are talking about the organizational buying process. So those were the what you can say important concepts in your unit 1. Next, we will talk about the unit that is block 2. Okay, so far we were discussing about block 1, that is the basic introduction into marketing. The next is regarding product and pricing decisions. The next block is regarding product and pricing decisions that we will talk about in another video. All right, so until catch you in the next video. Bye bye.